Good afternoon. My name is Amber Works, and today we're going to be discussing the new diversity plan that is being put in place for John Jones Elementary School. So first, I just want to talk a little bit about our diversity plan's mission. So we are trying to encourage our students and staff to participate in embracing diversity in both our school but also within our community. Those three. So we're going to be working on getting together with your team, making sure that you understand the diversity within your grade level, making sure that we're communicating with parents, having them involved in all of the things that we're doing at school, and then third, working with those strategies, meeting with your team, meeting with administration when you need to make sure that we are progress monitoring, and showing. So let's talk about goal number 1. So this is increasing staff awareness for the diversity within our community. So we're going to talk about a couple different things. One thing that we're going to do is work within our grade levels so that we understand our population. So you're going to have time as a grade level to kind of come together, make sure that you are looking specifically at the diversity in your school level and what that looks like for you, or in your grade level, I apologize. Next, we're going to collaborate in teams to determine strategies that are going to be best for our students. So if you have something that's working and you want to share that with your team, that's great. If you tried something and it wasn't successful, just saying, hey, I tried this and it didn't really work, so we're going to try something else. And just share with one another. I want you guys to really feel like a team and working together to make sure we're doing what's best for our students. We're going to celebrate diversity in the classroom, so making sure that we're not just acknowledging the diversity, but also celebrating those differences and letting the students talk actively about those. And then in instances where you may be struggling, I want you to lean on your peer mentor for help. And we'll talk about peer mentors more in just a moment. So this next slide is specifically for the 4th grade level during last year's school year. So you can see on here that the majority of our students were white. So the number of white students we had were 82. There were 9 black students, 6 Hispanic and Latino, 4 Asian, and 5 other. So a great population of students are white in our school. So the aspect that I want you guys to take away from this is looking at specific cultural differences that we may have. How can we look at those and take those into account in our classrooms to make sure that we are celebrating all of our students equally? So goal number 2, we want to increase community and parental involvement. So a few ways we can do that is by creating an environment where parents can share their concerns. So I know that you guys are already open to communication at all times, but just allowing those parents to know that they can come to you with whatever concerns you have and that they will be heard. There are many cultural celebrations within our community. I think a lot of times we aren't aware of those. So just making sure that, if possible, we can attend those out in the community so that we're seen and respecting those celebrations. Some of the ways that we're going to do that is through sending flyers home with families, so that families know what events are happening within the school but also within the community. And then also social media. We have a great social media team, and just making sure that through social media we are celebrating our students. So if you do something to celebrate diversity in your classroom, like something special for Cinco de Mayo, that's a great place for us to share those things so that the parents really feel connected and encouraged. And then just doing those special celebrations makes such a big difference for those students, and having the students bring in things that represent their culture and sharing those is a good way to also let parents know that we are encouraging their attendance at school. So goal number 3, we want to increase student achievement and academic growth. So in this goal, we're really going to be looking at data. So we're going to be STAR testing to make sure that we're progress monitoring throughout the school year. Students will need to do a STAR test bi-weekly. And the reason that I think this is so important is we're going to do bi-weekly meetings where your grade level will meet together, discuss data. If you see that a student is not progressing the way that they should, just having that team to be able to bounce ideas off of each other is a great thing. And then quarterly, we will meet as a grade level, but also the administration team together to analyze that data and just see what can we do better, what are some things that are really working, and what are some things that maybe we've put into place that aren't super beneficial for our students. And during those times when we're having bi-weekly or quarterly meetings, we will work with our families in the community to have people sit in to watch your class, so we're not taking all of the time away from your planning. We will have someone available to watch your class in order for us to analyze this data and kind of have those meeting times together. Another thing that we are super lucky with at our school is we have a lot of EL teachers here that have a master's degree in teaching EL students. So we're going to have one of those teachers per grade. So while they will be a typical teacher as well, those teachers will be ready and will be peer mentors to other teachers. So if you have a question, lean on that peer mentor, lean on that EL teacher to help you with some strategies, or just give some new ideas of what maybe could work that you haven't thought of yet. Academic growth. Okay, so at this time I would be open for questions, but some points to remember, just to continue to share information with your team. We're constantly working on this plan. It's not set in stone. There are different things that we need to look into. So this isn't possible without all of you guys and all of your ideas in order to make sure that we're best serving our students, but also collaborating with our community and families. Okay. Thank you.